Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, FFA family. Welcome back to episode 3 of Talking Points. It's already October. The last time we had an update on Talking Points was when we were at wildlife camp. That was September 19th through the 21st, and it was a really fun time. Kids were just fishing in the mornings, and then they went to their workshops. There was a deer necropsy. They learned about taxidermy, waterfowl conservation. They went to shoot shotguns. They went canoeing. Think about anything associated with wildlife, and there was an opportunity to learn about it that weekend at White Lake. So that was a fantastic opportunity for the 100 students who got to attend. And if you're interested, ask your ag teacher about it and see if you can make it out next year. And when we got back, we had the Monday off, but on Tuesday, the 23rd of September, was the South Central Regional Leadership Conference. That was at Bladen Community College, and it was me, Josiah, and Lily, and the conversations we had afterwards were all about how we had so much fun. The theme that they had going on was Sail to Service, and I believe that the students took something away that they could take back to serve their communities with. But yeah, there was over 500 students, which is crazy. That's a lot of kiddos at an RLC, and again, good time. On that Thursday, though, the 25th, the team had an industry tour, which meant we got to learn more about agriculture and, what the industry looks like right now. So we got to go to Universal Leaf that morning. It's a tobacco processing plant, one of the largest in the United States, and it was fantastic to be able to see how that works. How tobacco is grown in the fields, and then the farmers bring it, and how it's processed. They walked us through the whole system. It was really fascinating to see, especially because, my little engineering brain, whatever, and I was talking to the engineering guy of the plant, and it was just, I was amazed, and we really appreciate them. They support North Carolina FFA in so many ways, so it was just amazing to get to be there, to see what they do, and to tell them thank you for everything that they do. Now, that afternoon, we also had a visit with Ashley Collins of the Peanut Association, and that was a neat conversation, I was told. I had to go to class, but Josiah and I believe Eleanor and Lily got to be there, and they just had great conversation and got to learn more about the peanut industry in North Carolina, which, you might not think about it, but we are top in the nation for peanut production. One of the top in the nation. So that's really cool. On Tuesday, that following Tuesday, the 30th of September, now there was a lot going on because we had 2 regional leadership conferences. Lily Russell and Eleanor Zone were at the East Central Regional Leadership Conference. This one was held at South Johnston. And then me and Josiah went to the Western RLC in the West. That was at North Henderson High School. Now, their theme at the West was Hawaiian. And let me tell you, it was just a good time. We did a workshop on gratitude, and, those students are just so grateful to be there. And it was really, me and Josiah were talking on the way back of how grateful we are to have had the opportunity to go. So yeah, that was the West RLC. And then on Thursday, October 2nd, I know, wow, it's already October, there was a visit to Jordan FFA that Lily and Eleanor went on. They got to spend the day with them, and they delivered workshops, seeing their classrooms, talking to them. And then me and Josiah went to the West Central Regional Leadership Conference. That was held at Southeast Guilford High School. Their theme was building your blueprint to success. And me and Josiah just had a good old time, and that concludes the Regional Leadership Conference season. That was the last one. We have done all 8 for this year, and man, time really does fly. But upcoming, right? What do we have next? So this Thursday, Eleanor and Josiah are going to go on a classroom visit to Northwood. On Friday, there's a Pool for Youth event in the East. And then up until, we have the State Fair. FFA Day of the State Fair is the 21st. You should be there, October 21st. But after that, we have National Convention. That's really the big thing that everybody's talking about, looking at less than 30 days away. And leading up to National Convention, because the entire state officer team serves as national delegates, we've been doing a lot of preparation. Now, what is a national delegate? That's a great question, and I think I'm going to make a video breaking down the whole process. What is a delegate? Why is it important? What did we do? But also there is vlogs from last year that I posted when I went as a member, if you wanted to check those out. So be on the lookout for a video explaining the whole process, but just know that we're doing a lot of preparation leading up to National Convention so that we can represent North Carolina FFA on a national level. That kind of covers the rest of September, the little bit of October that we've had, and I think it's time for our tidbit of inspiration, our quote. Now, I flipped to the bottom of this page, and it's a good one. Let me tell you, it's a good one. It says to cherish your human connections, your relationships with friends and family. That was from Barbara Bush. And I like this one. I thought it was fitting for the video because we talked about how it's the end of RLC season. And when I think about, what is the purpose of an RLC? Yes, it's to learn about leadership and gain some, hands-on tools that you can use going back to your chapter or in your daily life. But I think of RLC as an opportunity for chapters across the region to gather and just to mingle and to fellowship, cherishing the human connections with each other from different schools and whatnot. So I thought it was a good quote because that's what RLCs are really all about. And if you have the opportunity, totally go next year because it just gives you the chance to meet new people. And that's one of the greatest gifts the FFA has for you, creating connections with other people. Thank you again for joining me on episode 3 of Talking Points. I hope that you've learned a little bit of something, and I hope to see you next time.